Today, we talk about rediscovering the lost language of your true self. Now, that involves your intuition, it involves your body. Intuition and your body, these things we've had, our ancestors, cavemen, even beyond cavemen, they've had intuition and bodies, physical bodies with feelings and emotions for a long time. And this thinking brain is relatively recent from an evolutionary perspective. This thinking brain is newer on the scene than your heart, than your stomach, than your body. Now, let's tie this whole thing in with journaling and show you your next step to reconnecting with your authentic self. So, we're going to recap and we're going to build. So, start off with Q. Q is what triggers you to overeat. Q is a bunch of different things. Feelings are one of them in your body. The feelings in your body are one of them. And then we had the pause, right? The pause right before you eat, the space in which to be mindful, in which to not do what you automatically do, but to pause and try to listen. Try to really listen to your body. And that's what today's lesson is about. It's about listening to your body, because this body is your connection to your authentic self. So when you are now journaling, the encouragement, remember, this is just encouragements. It's not a rule. You don't have to do this all the time, but the encouragement is that when you write, when you pause before you eat, that you start writing down a physical sensation in your body. Physical sensation in your body. Hot, cold, etc. Now, why we want to connect to the physical body is because the physical body is an ancient language. The language speaks through your physical body. Emotions, moods, temperatures, these are things that are in your body. Moods are in your body. There's energy in moods. When you're sad and depressed, it's your body is giving you a message, right? Your body is doing something. When you're anxious, your heart is fluttering, what have you. That's your body trying to speak a language about your authentic self, your authentic needs, your emotional needs. We'll cover that in a later video, but just all you need to know and kind of understand right now is that there's this ancient wisdom, this collective ancient evolutionary wisdom that is within you. And it speaks the language of your body. It speaks the language of emotions. And so when you write down what you're feeling in your body before you eat, you're putting those feelings onto paper. And I'll just pause and just say, writing them is really important, because writing is a bridge that connects the emotional mind, your emotional, unconscious, chaotic, the writing connects in a tangible way. It's like building a solid bridge from your thinking mind to your feeling heart, right? From feeling heart to thinking mind. Writing is the bridge. This isn't something where you're meditating and like, oh, what am I feeling? Where you're getting trapped in your head, you're getting trapped in your head. This is building a tangible bridge through words, right? Now, words are the tools of the thinking mind, right? So by using words from the thinking mind is language, thinking mind is abstract thought, thinking mind is math, right? It's language, it's thinking, thought patterns. When we write down, we're using words. The left part of our brain is using words when we write. And the right part of our brain is, well, that's what we're writing about. We're putting words to what we're feeling. We're building that bridge. And we actually do have a bridge. We literally have two hemispheres in our brain. There's literally like two brains in there. The brain is like so complex. It's crazy. But anyways, there's literally a bridge in the brain called the corpus callosum. It's where the left part of your brain communicates with the right part of your brain. It's like bridge. There's literally a bridge. And when you put feelings into words, it connects that bridge in a tangible way. I'm a huge fan of meditation. I encourage you to meditate. I encourage you to learn to relax your body. But sometimes it can be very difficult to build that bridge. It kind of can be confusing. So when you write down what you're feeling, that really is a key step. So let's try to address some common obstacles that come up real quickly, and then we'll close this video out. So one obstacle is going to be too much information overload. You start writing down, what am I feeling? And it's like your mind goes blank. Right? It's just too much information, shut down. So to avoid that problem, it's very useful to pick any part of your body. Seriously. Here's one example that I like to give. There's two. I'll give you two. One is the pointer finger. Now you can do this along with me. You can just hold up your pointer finger and you can stare at it or whatever, and you can feel it. You can feel a little tingle, maybe a little, but it's neutral. It's pretty neutral, right? And you can feel that if you just focus there. So what would you write down? You would write down a tingle. Maybe there's wind. You'd write down wind. Maybe that's it, right? What does your tip of your finger feel? Tingle, pressure, temperature. Maybe it's neutral temperature. That's about it. You don't have to write down a whole lot about what you're feeling, but just if you start at one specific area of your body, you can feel and you can comprehend and you can translate that feeling into words. Start with another great area is just putting your hand on your heart. This is a neutral gesture. Sometimes people want to do their belly, but then other times their belly is a little sensitive, and that's all good. I find the heart is a neutral place. You can just put your hand over your heart. Take a few breaths. What are you feeling? I am feeling, here's an example, my t-shirt. I feel cloth. I feel warmth in my hand. Yep, there's my heartbeat. My breath is moving. I seem to have a heart. I think I had some coffee earlier. So my heartbeat seems a little fast right now. So anyways, that is one obstacle. Okay, so then the other common obstacle, and then we'll wrap up the videos real quick, is when people write down basically how they think they feel. So sometimes people say, I feel like I'm fat, right? I feel like I'm fat. Well, how do you feel fat? What does that mean? Like a physical feeling. Fat is an idea. What does that feel like? I'm trying to think of a better way to describe it. But basically, the emotional part of your brain, right? The connection to your body, right? Millions of years ago, the word fat didn't exist, right? The word fat wasn't around a million years ago, right? Feeling like you're stupid. The word stupid wasn't around 1,000 years ago. What was around was pressure, right? People back then had pressure. They had heaviness in their body, right? In the body, right? Fat is this idea. I get that fat might mean heavy. It might mean sluggish, or it might mean comfy. I don't know, whatever. Just the point is that one obstacle that people run into is they write down like a word. They write, I feel like I'm a word. That's not a feeling. A word is not a feeling. You take the feeling and you put the feeling into words. So it's the root is your body. Feeling of pressure, feeling of heaviness, feeling of frustration. These are feelings that are expressed as words, but fat as a word or heavy as a word doesn't really translate into feelings. You can kind of break it into pieces and so forth. So anyways, that last part is a little convoluted, but anyways, get it out on paper. Get your feelings out on paper. Start off with one specific area of your body. this is going to help you learn the authentic language your heart and soul is speaking. It'll help you um, ultimately transform, because that's where we're going. We got to go deep. And so, yeah. Anyways, namaste.